All right. Hi, Dave here from Identity Crisis Design. This is definitely Comic Artist Evolution. I threw out a super chat in Shane Davis's room, and how sometimes when you're texting somebody, you hope that uh, somehow what it is that you're trying to say will carry across, and then it doesn't. And but it's odd because this is advice that I give myself anyways. Um, so what I'm trying to do is I've got an Intuos Graphire 3. I just got two monitors here, and I've always noticed that whenever I'm using my pen tool, because there's two monitors, the tablet defaults to splitting that surface in half. And up until this point, I've just sort of put up with it. But it's made me go into my system preferences a little bit deeper here. So I'm going to share a screen, and I already set it up. So it's weird getting used to it with the pen over here. All right, share a screen. That's weird. They've got them left to right, but okay. So this is what we're looking at here. So I'll minimize this. All right, you go to, let's see, we'll just go down here. We'll start with system preferences. Go to your Wacom tablet, double click. And, so you're basically up here in the mouse or the pen, whichever one that you're setting here. So we're going to go to mapping. Because what we want to do is we want to map out the area of the actual tablet. The orientation for mouse mapping is landscape, and it's going to go from one corner. If you can see, it's going to go to the utmost. It's going to basically like scroll, like work with a mouse. You can work it over between one screen and the other. For mapping the pen, we put the orientation to landscape. You can see here, we don't want it to act like a mouse. We want it to act like a pen. And the screen area that I normally work on is the one that's on the right. So I want monitor 1, not monitor 2. And I'm going to force the proportions. And basically what that does is just give me a little bit more accuracy. If I hit force the proportions, it's going to lay out the proportions of the monitor on the tablet so that my movement is more precise with the pen. This way, I get this feeling in my head that my brain will be working too hard to get used to what it feels like to draw on a tablet versus drawing on a sketchbook or another device. So I want my movements proportionally mapped out. And this is getting a little bit too out into the grass for me. I want to be able to use the whole area. For me, my setting. This is what I was dealing with. This is what we're turning it into. So we're going to keep it there. Yeah, make sure force proportions. And so I don't know if anybody can see this. What do I want to do? I'll get stop sharing the screen. This is the only way I can think of doing this. Right here, right now. Okay, with a mouse, I'll minimize this. Then I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, with a mouse, I'm going from the bottom of this screen right here to the top of this screen right here. And with a pen, I'm just using, you can see it over here. I'm all the way at the bottom corner, and that's all it does. Top corner up there. Same thing over here. Actually doesn't go in one setting. It only uses one monitor in proportion to the Intuos. I got to get used to this. And then and so now I can draw better on my tablet. All right, so that's all I'm putting out there, just so that I figured I would test out. Also, my audio. I'm actually, I want to see if I can be heard right here. Now I want to stop the camera and see if I'm getting those sound bars. Oh, I can be heard, and I'm monitoring myself. So basically, my trouble before was the way my cables were set up between my mixer and in the microphone was I couldn't hear the computer and myself at the same time. But I had to stare at it for a little bit, rub my lamp, and turns out that I'm smarter than I look. So that's going to be it for now because it's really late, and I'm supposed to be going to bed earlier than this anyway. So this is Comic Artist Evolution. We just got one step in the right direction. Two, my audio and my tablet. Yeah, I basically I threw down in the super chat and paid money for advice that I would have given myself or my kids. I guess it didn't come out right. I mean, of course I'm going to go and do the thing that I would have done anyway. But anyways, I feel like I tried to make it sound like a joke, and it does not matter what happens as long as you're typing it out. It's not going to work, and I'm not going to go looking around for emojis if it's not on my phone. So, but thanks, guys. It's a great stream. Everything's always very entertaining. You keep me alive at work. Don't tell anybody that I that I watch this at work, and I hope nobody that I work with is watching. So I will talk to you later. It's the CAE from ICD. This is DAVE. Have a good weekend.